Hello students! So I have figured out a way for us to create technical drawings using this online sketch tool called Paint. What we're going to do is draw these two shapes that we've already drawn in the past. They should be fairly familiar for you, and it should be kind of a review using a new tool, this Paint tool. You should have this document open in technical drawing steps using the online sketch tools. What I want you to do is for step 1, click open this link. So you're going to open that link. It's going to take you to a blank canvas for the Paint tool. The next thing you're going to do is click on copy this link. So go ahead and copy the link. You can either highlight it and right click copy, or just click on it and then click this copy link button. Inside of the Paint tool, so go back to the Paint tool, go to File, and Load from URL. Paste the URL in the little box that pops up, and click Load. And what you'll see is a nice sheet of graph paper or orthographic paper. Let's go ahead and click on View, Zoom to Window, Zoom to Window. And now we can see the entire sheet. Let me go back to the one with the shapes. Did I lose that? There it is. Okay. So I have this side by side so that you can see the two objects that we're going to be drawing. We're going to draw these in Oblique cabinet for this lesson. I want you to take notice of the tools on the left side. We have a pencil tool, paint tool, a text tool, and this line tool, which is what we're going to utilize for this sketch. And then you have a line thickness selector. We're going to click on that second one right here. And when you're drawing, I want you to also notice on your keyboard the Shift key, find the Shift key. And I'm going to demonstrate real quick. Don't do this yet, but watch. If I'm holding down the Shift key on my keyboard and I click and drag, it will automatically create a straight horizontal line or a 45-degree angled line, or a straight up and down vertical line. Okay, and that's because I'm holding the Shift key on my keyboard while I'm moving my mouse and dragging. Okay, so my mouse, I have the mouse button clicked down, I haven't let go, and I'm just moving the mouse left and right, up and down, and I'm also holding the Shift key. So that shows you where it's going to snap to. If I let go of Shift, then my mouse can move wherever it wants. I still haven't let go of the mouse key, okay? And that's okay. You might have to draw angled lines like that. But for oblique cabinet sketches, we're going to use the Shift key for that 45-degree angled line when it's lined up on a intersection. Okay? And you see I just messed up like 3 times. No big deal. Just go to Edit, Undo, okay, or press Control-Z. You'll see in the menus you have shortcuts. So if you go to the Edit menu, Control-Z is undo, F4 is repeat. So let's get started with this sketch. My scale is going to be in 3 by 3, so each block you see on the 3D printed puzzle block is going to be 3 by 3 on the paper. So I'm just going to find a spot, and I'm going to find an intersecting spot. And then I'm going to go ahead and click and draw across 3 units. And I'm going to do the same, but in the downward direction. And I'm holding Shift, that's why I'm getting nice straight lines. Okay, I don't want that one actually, so I'm just going to undo that. Okay, so I'm starting with this one right here. Let me go ahead and finish the outline of it. So I'm going up 3 units. 1, 2, 3. Let it go. 1, 2, 3. I'm holding Shift while I'm drawing. If your lines don't line up perfectly, it's not a big deal. This is a new tool for us. So like this section right here, you see how it's kind of cross section, like doing that little cross across each other. Don't worry about it. This is the first time we're trying this. It's not going to be perfect. I don't want perfection. I just want to see the skills on display. I want to see you learning and trying. So now with the oblique cabinet sketch, we're going to go from each corner. We're going to draw a 45-degree angled line up. So click on the corner, hold down Shift, drag until you get to the opposite corner from one of the units. Click and drag up. There you go. Click and drag up. Click and drag up. Click and drag up. And if you're doing this on paper, which you should have already done on paper, it's gonna should look exactly the same as when we did it on paper. So this time it's an online tool that will, hopefully make the process a little cleaner looking, at least, and a little bit more technical and easier. So there it is. There's that first block drawn in Oblique Cabinet. It's not perfect. We definitely can do better. I mean, I definitely can do better. But as for demonstration purposes, this is acceptable. This would be 100% on your end if this is what you turn in. You can use a different scale if you want to do 4x4 blocks or 2x2 blocks. That's totally fine. What I want to see is that it's in oblique cabinet view. It's as straight as possible, and you've given it an attempt. There's this other tool here called Polygon, which will let you continue your lines. So let me demonstrate that real quick. So if you click one time, well, you should be able to hold it down. Let me hold down Shift. There we go. Looks like Shift doesn't work for this one. Click. Oh, okay. It wasn't working the way I thought it was going to work. Okay, so what you have to do, oops, let's repeat because I got rid of that. Let's try that again. Click, click, click. No, it's not working. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Let's try that again. So if I click and drag up, and let go, and then click again where I want to draw my line on those points, it'll do it. But look how this is not a very useful tool in my opinion, especially for when we want to be really technical. So do not use the polygon tool. So that's a good example of what not to do. That thing is ugly. We don't want that. Let's go ahead and fix this line because it went away. All right, for the next one, I'm going to increase the line thickness. This line thickness is okay, but I think maybe a thicker line might look a little nicer for this one. And I'm going to go ahead and increase the scale for this one. Well, no, I'm going to keep the same scale. 3x3 cubes is good. So we have the bottom line is going to be 6. Okay, so that would be, if I were to draw on here, that would be 1, 2, 3 units long here. 3 units long here, so 3 plus 3 is 6. That's why this line is 6. Right here, this line that I just drew, that would be 3 units up. So 3 units up, 3 units to the right, 3 units up. It's going to be 6 units to the left on this one. It's got 2 blocks on top. 3 units down, 3 units to the left, 3 units down. So that's this shape right here. So that works. And then we're going to make it cabinet view. Oops. Gotta click happy. Just like that. Boom. I like that line thickness better, this one right here. Okay. Then our next step is so the sketches are done, but we have to put our name on it, our title, and our date. So go ahead and click on the text tool. You have to click and drag the box that you want to write in. Make sure that you have this option selected, the second option, not the first one. And I have my font set to Arial 19, And whenever you're writing on technical drawings, you want all caps. So I'm going to write my name here, and then I'm going to repeat the process over here, but with the title. So this is Oblique Sketch all 9. Let's name it number 1, whatever today's date is, and whatever period you have me. Now, once it's done like this, we can do a couple ways of sending it to me for submission. You can screenshot this whole thing and submit it that way, which would be perfect. Or you can do save as, save it to the computer, and then upload it that way. Or you can also upload to IMGUR, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Imgur. If you click on upload to Imgur, and it's going to open up this little menu, this window. Click on upload, and then it's going to give you a URL. So if I click on that, it's going to show me on this website this sketch, and then I can copy that link and submit that. I think that works. Let's see if that works. Yeah, there it is. There's my sketch, and it's going to live on this website forever. So this is public. Anyone can see this. So if you don't want people to see this, then don't do it that way. That's just one option of many options. You can screenshot or save as. Now keep in mind, once you close this, if I were to close this, that's gone forever. I can't recover this. So if you accidentally close this after doing a whole bunch of work without saving it, that is gonna be sad. So make sure you screenshot it, make sure you save it, and make sure you submit it before you close this, just in case you need to fix anything, or you maybe forgot a step, or whatever the case may be. So that is how we're going to be making some of our sketches using this tool, especially if I'm asking you to do something online, or if we're not in school for whatever reason. This is one great way to display your sketching skills using a different tool, applying the technical drawing concepts that we're supposed to be learning, and hopefully this was simple enough for you to understand and carry out. Please ask me questions if you get stuck or need help, or if something didn't work for you, and I'll be more than happy to help. All right, so good luck with this sketch, and I'll catch you on the next one.